everybody, and welcome back into London Rink from London, Ontario, Canada. The London Knights and the Cornwall Colts welcome into the finals. It's Cornwall versus London. Best of 5 for the Cup. Dickinson up for Gazasoff. Both teams coming into this game a 6-1 record. Have identical records and almost identical statistics. As here comes Gazasoff early, moving in, dropping a shot for Cowan. It's stopped. Rebound in the middle, was on, fans on it, another one put on, and Shabbat bubbles that early. London Knights have always been one of the best home teams, if not the best home team in the playoffs. Both these teams have identical records on home ice. They've been perfect, no losses at home for either team. Dickinson poked by, here's Colby Lazon, he'll get behind the D, he's in, he scores! Colby Lazon, what a way to start the finals for Cornwall as they grab an early 1-0 lead here in London. Huge goal, and we just got past saying that both these clubs do not have a home loss in this postseason, and the Cornwall Colts will grab the early 1-0 lead on the road. All important to score first if you're on the road, and the Cornwall Colts find a way tonight. Here's the face-off, back to center. Taking one back by the Knights. Bonk. Ahead for Altonen. He'll move in. Has a lane. He scores! He walked into that one, and the game is tied just like that. So Altonen will get the goal, and the London Knights are back in it. Yeah, tie game just like that. Moments after Cornwall strikes, the Knights come the other way and just beat short side Caleb Shabbat inside that top right corner of the net. And obviously if you're the Cornwall Colts, you do not want to give up the lead as quick as they just did. So tie game early here in this first period, one aside. Did you see the way that round 3 ended in Ottawa? A 7-6 final. Absolute wild. This one back and forth early. I don't believe it'll be along the same statistics, but it is a 1-1 game early. Lazon getting a shot away, looking for his second. Fernand played that back to the goal. And Simpson likes the cover on it. 1-1 in this first period. If you're with us in this best of 5 series, it will conclude tonight. So if you're with us, you're in it for the long run. Up to 5 streams tonight. Here's a shot. That's handled. Bouncer in the paint. Simpson covered. Colts doing a good job trying to get back in front here in this first period to grab the lead and then give it up the way they did. They want to find a way to bounce back and grab the lead again. Face-off taken, one back by Bonk. The pass ahead finds Dickinson. We mentioned both these teams perfect on home ice. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Knights. Dickinson drops instead of playing it to the net. Now the shot handled and it's kicked out by Shabbat. Knights wanted a call, but it wasn't a trip. Behind the goal out front, Haltonen, one-timer stopped by Caleb Shabbat. Marnell ahead for Robitaille. Out to center come the Colts. Robitaille to Marnell. Marnell, what a play! Marnell scores! Oh, what hands by John Marnell! And it is 2-1. Sorry, Jack Marnell, and it is 2-1 Cornwall in this opening period. Just the seam, he finds it on the broken play by the London Knights. They're unable to get their hands on the puck. But he does, and he outweights Simpson to the left post to give Cornwall the lead again. 2-1 Colts in this first period from London. One of the hardest buildings to play, always, for every team that comes. Face-off one, taken, Edward with it. He'll center for Bruce Savage, now ahead for O'Reilly, and right back in come the Knights again. O'Reilly is stopped in the rebound, and that went right back to the pads of Shabbat. Cleared ahead to Vindelis. That was just out. Pass finding helping Frazier, no icing, he'll get to it first. Looking for a man out front, he found him, but the pass went to the London Knights. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. O'Reilly, Vindelis trying to stop him. O'Reilly, one-timer just went wide. Back around the Knights with good pressure, trying to get it back again. Edward down low in the corner, McHugh. He'll shoot it, stopped by Shabbat. Pass finds LeBaum, and here go the Colts up the right side. LeBaum moves in, winds for the shot, got it away, it was in! It was stopped, but it ricocheted in, and it's 3-1 Cornwall here in the first. 13:55, Fred LeBomb just put it to the net. Good things happen. He does that, and this is going to bounce off the back of Simpson's blocker and over the goal line for a 3-1 Cornwall lead. This is a weird one for the London netminder. Cornwall will take them any way they could get them. They lead 3-1. Well, this Cornwall Colt lineup has been surprising all year long. And to make it to the finals, yeah, we got to say we're still surprised regardless of them being the best in the regular season when they were not even expected to be close to that. It's kind of similar to the situation with the Blue Jays. Everyone coming into the season didn't think that they were going to be that kind of team, and now look at them. They're clinched and they're going to the playoffs, and they are the best in the East. Here comes Belleville up the right side. He'll wind and now shoot it. Easy blocker save made by Simpson. LeBomb back to the point. Now Logan letting it fly. That went wide, and towards the Knights will look to carry out. Lawrence to Bolton up the right side. He'll circle and now look ahead. That finds Lawrence. He's behind the D. Lawrence. He's stuck by Shabbat. Got through him but not in. Bouncer in the paint. It was kept in. The Knights did a good job but couldn't get that to the net. Here's Fernand. He's in. And he scores! After the Knights had a great chance to get back within one, it is 4-1 Cornwall here in game one. Blues raining down here from London. This is a team that's been exceptional at home this season. They do not have a playoff home loss, and they're down 4-1 here in the first. This is the worst deficit they've had to face in a playoff home game yet. Cornwall Colts running away 4-1 in this first period. Exactly what you want to see if you're a Cornwall fan. Not what was expected, though. We expected this to be tight. Here's a shot handled by Shabbat. Holds on for a face-off. The Knights have more shots, but they're down by 3 in this first period. Game 2 will also take place here from London before it shifts back to Cornwall. Draw one, picked up by Dickinson. Across the block, gave that away. Haltonen spins and shoots. He's stopped. 6 seconds to go in the period. Kazasov looking. Dickinson letting it go. It's blocked. Another shot goes wide, and we're through 20 tonight from London Rink. It's the Knights 1, the Cornwall Colts 4 through 1. Shots to go in the game are 12-7 Knights, but it's 4-1 Cornwall. Hits are 2-0 Colts. Faceoffs 8-2 London. No power plays, 4-1 Cornwall after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from London Rink. Cornwall Colts have work to do, up by 3. They'll have to keep that intact against the best in the biz on home ice. Here's the pass for Joe Vita. Just started the period and he looked to take off. Fed it out front. They score! Fernand Olivier Perron. How about 5-1? How does that sound? That's what the Colts say just 45 seconds into period 2. It's a 4-goal lead. And the fans get louder here from London. They are not happy with this performance. Defense standing around, not covering their position. And the Cornwall Colts taking advantage of that. 5 goals in this game now. Pass the block. Here come the Knights. They're full of anger. And they'll move in and center. Good save made by Shabbat. In the corner, it's picked up by Vita. Here's Bendelis. He'll play that off to Fernand Olivier Perron. Perron looking back. He has Vita. Vita to the goal. Backhander easily walked on the way of the goal. And now Gazasov the other way. Bendelis to the fan. Gazasov moves in. He'll drop. Easton Cowan moving in. Center to the front. It's in. They're going to wave it off. There was definitely contact on the play. They're going to take a look. If this is reversed, it's 5-2. And the call on the ice is a good goal. 5-2. Well, the London Knights back within 3. It's a 5-2 game. Cowan shoots. Good save. Giving away another save. Knights pressing now. They get one back and looking for more. Kept in, no pressure. Cowan down low in front. That just missed. Haltonen to block. That stop. Rebound. What a save. Third chance. They score. 5-3. That's right. So Haltonen's going to get the goal, and it's 5-3. And we knew that the Knights weren't going to go quietly here at home. You find yourselves down by 4, that's really going to tick you off, and it does here. It gets the Knights back within 2. So the Knights outscoring Cornwall this period, 2-1. They're still down by 2 in this contest. We're not even halfway. Brought in, here's Bach in the corner. Looking for Dickinson. Knights have always handled the Cornwall Colts. Tonight, it's Cornwall doing that. As the save made by Shabbat. Bouncer in the paint, and the Knights are going to get a penalty. Slashing is the call against Holtonen, who's done all scoring for London tonight. Solo mission hat trick. And a chance for Cornwall to extend it back to 3. Leonard. He'll clear. Vandalis at center, now in over the line, looks for Lazon. Vandalis for Lazon, can't get the shot, it's picked up by Leonard, and he will clear. Vandalis back to get it. The Colts with possession, Vandalis gave that away. Perron turned it over, Van Gorp was stopped. Point blank, and now here's Vandalis. Up the right side, he'll drop off. Here's a great pass and a tuck in. It doesn't get easier than that. Joe Vita, power play goal, 6-3, Cornwall. What a first game from the Cornwall Colts. Look at this, Simpson, no chance at all. This is just a tap-in, wide open net. London Knights not doing their coverage once again, and they'll pay the price. As it doesn't matter that London has 2 goals this period, so does Cornwall, and it keeps them at a 3-goal deficit, just like they were at the end of the first. Here's the draw, one back, controlled by Edward. He'll look off to Brusevich, now ahead Easton Cowan. He has Alton in with him. Breakaway! That's 4! Alton in with 4 on the afternoon. It's 6-4. Well, we got ourselves a hockey game here in Game 1, and we knew that this series was going to stand up to the hype, and it has so far. 6-4, it's only Game 1. And we're just hitting the halfway mark of this one now. 10 goals combined on the board between the 2 clubs. Edward to Gazisov. Here come the Knights again. There's an opening. Cowan centers. Oh, a good save. Rebound. That doesn't go. Another. Oh, he kept it out. Cowan. Edward shot that's blocked. The Knights pressing. Edward in front. Here's Holtonen. He scores. 5 goals for Holtonen. 6-5, just keep giving him the puck. It's working tonight for the London Knights, is it not? Holtonen just putting them in the net like it's nothing. 5 goals for one London Knight, and it's 6-5. So they're all the way back within 1 now. Face-off taken, 1 back by Edward. Here come the Knights, make be a break. Edward! And Shabbat came up with the stop. Bouncer in the paint, the Knights do keep it in. 6.5 to go, middle period. Gazisov, Edward down low. Tip in front, they just missed, tying the game. Here's another. Oh, what a save, it's on the line. Rebound sent down low. Easton Cowan, Holtonen fired that wide. 5 goals on the night, it's kept in by Bach. He'll move right in. Centers, Holtonen, 1-timer, that goes wide. Shabbat out of his net, they score! It's a tie game. Easton Cowan, 6-6. And the London Knights say, how do you like us now? All the way back in this game from 6-3. And this is a mistake from the Cornwall netfinder that gets us even. Remember when we mentioned that the last Cornwall game was this way? We may have just jinxed the Knights to be the same way. We mentioned it was 4-1 after 1, and then after that, it became a slugfest. Back in Ottawa, 7-6 final, and here tonight we're now in the same category. Here's a pass back. Lamb centers it over. Where is it? They whack away, and Simpson will cover. 2:45 to go in the second. 6-6 from London. What a first game to this best-of-5 series. You would never expect 6-6 in the finals, ever. So here's the face-off. You're getting your money's worth if you're here tonight. 6-all. Face-off 1, Lamb. Kristoff back to the point, kept in by the Colts. Kristoff back to the point. No one there. They'll try to hold it. It does come out. Under 2 to go in the period. Lamb right back in. Here go the Cornwall Colts. The drop pass. Logan was stepping into that. Now McHugh with it. McHugh in his own zone. Trying to end the period. Here go the Knights trying to grab the lead. It's a breakaway and a man open. Here's McHugh. High riser stopped. Rebound in the paint. They whack at it, but Logan's there to clear. And one last shot fought off. We're through two. 6-6 in London tonight after 2 in game 1. Shots a goal in the game are 30-10 for London. It's 6-6. Hits are 3-2 for the Colts. Face off 17-3 London. 1-for-1 on the power play. Cornwall. London hasn't had one. 6-6. We go to the third. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from London. It's the Knights and the Cornwall Colts. Game 1 of the finals. When have you ever seen 6-6 in a finals game? Pass ahead for Gazisov. Here's Cowan, and he's stopped by Shabbat, looking to give the Knights their first lead tonight. It's set down the ice. Icing warning, and it will indeed go for icing in just a minute 24 into this third period. If you're with us, we hope you're enjoying. 6-all from London. Here's the draw right side of the Cornwall goal. Picked up by the Knights. Dickinson, centers, block, shoots. That glance wide. It's picked up by the Knights again, looking to grab the lead. Cowan, in front. Good save. It's underneath Shabbat. Oh, what a close call that was to give London the lead. All the way back from 6-3, and imagine taking the lead. That would be huge for this London Knight roster who hasn't lost a home game yet. Face-off taken, one back by Bach. He centers. Dickinson, a good glove read by Shabbat. Bouncer in the paint. Haltonen going for 6. It wouldn't go. Here's Cowan in front. Gazisov, he stopped. Rebound. It's under Shabbat somewhere. They whack away and score! They have the lead. And who other than Haltonen? 6 goals in one night. He's the London player of the finals right now. It's a solo mission. 6 goals one night. Unreal, and the London Knights grabbed their first lead today. There is not words for what we just witnessed here today. Here's the face-off. Back to center. 6 goals for Haltonen. Here he comes again. Left side. Centers. Cowan scores! 8-6 Knights. Set up by who other than Haltonen, and this is just a ricochet off the blocker of Shabbat and in, and it's 8-6 Knights. If you're Cornwall, you got to be shaking your heads now. You're trailing in this hockey game that you had the lead all game long in. And to start the third, it was a 6-6 contest. Look at it now. Face-off won by Caden Pike. The pass ahead finds him. Cornwall's going to have to start playing hockey again. Here's Bindelis. He fans on the shot, and Simpson will cover on that for London. Well, you don't get more entertaining than this for a finals game. It is 8-6. We hope you're enjoying it from London. Here's the face-off. One back by Pike. Here's a shot tipped, and the rebound bounced away. Easton Cowan will look to get it out for the Knights. Centered for Dickinson. Up ahead the Bach. 13 and a half to go here, third period. Haltonen turned it over. Bach has that back. He'll move in. He'll look. And he'll try to get a shot. Centers it. Good save. That was Easton Cowan. Another chance. That's stopped by Shabbat. 8 goals against tonight. Here's Bach. Down low. Gazisov. He just missed, making it 9. Frazier to Bindelis. Colts trying to go the other way. They can't even get a handle on the puck anymore. Dickinson centers. Gazisov. That's kicked out. Here's Caden Pike. And here goes Cornwall. Frazier has Pike with him. Frazier to Pike. Here's the pass cut. Trying to get the shot was Robitaille. It comes out. Haltonen circling off the forecheck of Cornwall. The pass ahead for Bach. Here's Gazisov back in. Gazisov going to the goal. He stopped another time. Cowan down low with it. Almost 40 shots now, or is there? I think there is. There's another shot that's blocked. It didn't get through. Here's another look. Bach to Cowan. That's fanned on. To Bach. Another save made. 6.5 to go. It's been all London here in the third. Colts standing around. Bach fires off a leg and into the corner. Back to the front, another. And that was stopped. Playing it down the Bellevaux. His pass finds LeBaum. Fred LeBaum has a goal tonight. Has the Knights on him. He'll drop back. Bellevaux, and he just missed with that. Yeah, and a good job by the Knights to get there and cover. You can see O'Reilly stepping into that. Clearing it back, and Cornwall trying to get a handle on it. Now they will. It's Logan. 3.5 to go. Here's the pass for Lamb, shooting, good save made. Colts haven't really tested him here in this third period. Rusevich, here's McHugh, to Barkey, to the middle of the ice and back into the Cornwall end. 8-6 here in the third period, 1.5 to go in regulation. Here's a good pass, but it ricocheted off the stick of Lamb and into the corner. Rusevich here in the final minute, and a penalty coming to Cornwall. 28 seconds to go. 8-6 London, game 1. And you got the top line on the ice for Cornwall now. You got to find a way to do something. Face-off one back. Here's Lawrence setting up. Cowan, good shot away, and Shabbat had to be better. Here's Colby Lazon now. Lazon stepping in. You know what he can do. Colby Lazon scores! With 17 seconds to go, it's 8-7. You can hear the fans getting quiet here, but just 16 seconds on the clock. Not much to worry about if you're the London Knights now. No, if they can hold their fort here with just 17 seconds on the clock, they're good. Face-off won by Caden Pike. Pike gets the pass, and here goes Caden Pike. Pike can fly too. He's taken down, and that will probably do it. As the Colts lose possession of the puck. Try to get it back. Caden Pike was doing a good job of that, but that'll do it. From London tonight, the Knights take game 1 of a final score, 8-7. What a wild first game for the finals. And the London Knights stay undefeated on home ice with an 8-7 win. They are perfect in the playoffs at home. They're now 6-0 at home. Final score from London tonight. What a game it was. Cornwall Colts blew it and just could not bounce back. They fall short, 8-7.